Today I wanted to reflect some on the things that happened recently in my life. I finally got approval on a few of the things that I wanted to get, and I'm not gonna lie, it's been a rough time, but you get to learn from these things, which is quite a nice thing. And honestly, what I wanted to talk about today is the things that really shape up what your future is going to be. What I mean by that is the choices that you make early in your life can really impact what's happening down the line. And the problem with making these decisions is when you're young, and legit, when you're young, you're really dumb. And there's like two ways to go about these things of making these choices. First is the smart way, what you should be doing, and second is the honest yet dumb way. And by the honest way, let's start with the smart choice, because it's way easier to talk about it. So, what's the smart choice? The smart choice is you sit down, you think about what you want to do in life, which I don't know if you're that young. I suppose I don't really think you do that, but anyway, you should be doing it. That's why I'm trying to put this in a few words. So what's happening is you need to sit down, make a plan, what you want to do. For example, if you're 17, 18 and you're about to move somewhere, or high school, you just graduated high school, at least that was for me, and you need to go to university. And some people, the choice will come whether to leave the country that they're living in and seek a better life, or they stay in and try to make it work somehow. So in case you have to make a decision, what you should be doing is sit down, put out like a pen and paper and start writing down what you want to do, how much time is it going to take, and just be honest with yourself. What are the things that you want to do later on in your life? So when you have those down, that's like, we're still talking about the smart way. When you have these things down, what you need to do is start researching. Because on that piece of paper, you're going to have your ideas, your dreams, your profession, hopefully, if you can sort that out, it's going to be great. So the country that you want to go in, the profession that you want to seek in, and what are your preferences? What are your hobbies? Does some of these relate to the job that you want to be doing in the future? Because all of these choices are going to lead out eventually to the job that you want to be doing. So that's the whole idea. That's why you're doing this earlier now, so that you have a perfect idea and you're trying to set up your life perfectly for the end goal, which is the ideal job that you want to be doing. So, keeping in mind the perfect job, first thing that you should be doing is ask yourself, is this job offered in your country? Can you work it? How is it paid compared to other countries? So all of these things, you jump into the research phase. So when you have those things in mind and you sit down and you do the research, then you can definitely make a conscious decision. It's called an educated decision. What that means is you weight the pros and the cons, you weight what are the possibilities, and then you make that decision. But to reach that educated decision, first you need to educate yourself. So research every single aspect there is to research. Go online, ask people, just go to a company even. Why not? I don't think that people will actually turn you down. If you go to the job that you want to do, if you go and approach professionals, online because nowadays you already are connected with them via LinkedIn or for social media in some way, you can always approach these people and just try to ask them. Some of them might actually reply to you. The idea is to get a feel for, is this really the perfect job that you want to be doing? Or is there something better? Or is there a difference between a country and a country? And how can these factors influence your decision? So that's kind of a bit about the educated decision. The other way is the honest way. By honest way, I mean just do what you feel like doing at that moment. Well, not at that moment, just in general. What I did was the second choice. All my decisions up till now have been based on feeling. Do I feel good about this? Do I don't feel good about this? Do I really want to do this? What do I want to do? And all of this is not on rationality. It's more like based on how I really feel about it. Honestly. When I had to leave the country, the first things that came to my mind was, do I really want to do that? How much do I love my country? How much do I want to stay in? Yes, I knew that the perspective at the time, was not that good. It was not that great. In terms of work, that's the most important thing. Because, let's face it, money is essential. Everyone can keep saying, yeah, you can live without money and money can buy you happiness and stuff like that. Yeah, but money is essential to goddamn survive. And I'm in a situation where money is needed, and it really helped me realize how much money is actually a factor in your life. The moment they're gone, everything's gone. You start thinking on a, let's call it, lesser position. By lesser position, I mean you lose your confidence. Everything that you want to do, you cannot do. You have to value every single move that you do. Even as simple going to the goddamn store, you have to put up and just see how much money is going to cost you. God damn it. You cannot afford that, Life totally changes. The way you think changes. What you do changes. Where you go changes. Everything just... It's so goddamn dependent on money, man. You cannot get away with it. So, to not be into my position... Wait, let me go back and talk about how I ended up into this position. As I said, I was doing decisions based on feeling. And... the feeling was, yes, I want to see something new. Yes, I want to invest into hopefully a better life. But the thing is, I went with however I feel about it. Probably I'm going to go. I'm going to like this profession. I chose a profession to study, and which to me seemed interesting. I did not think about perspective. I thought about, is it interesting at that moment? Is it something that I'm going to be liking doing? And at the time I did. No problem at all. So I made the decision to pursue this profession in university. So I pick it, and then I picked the country that had people going there. I had friends going there, and people that I know about. I did not research or think about, is it actually a good country? Is it actually a good university on top of that? No. I was like, yes, I've heard about it. It's a fine country. People told me about it. They've already been there. I based it on personal experience and the feeling of trust, which was all right, I suppose. And then I picked it up and I went. And later on, I decided that, well, not decided, but I discovered that I actually don't like it. I don't like it one bit. So in that sense, I would not say it was I would say it was a goddamn wrong decision. Based on gut feeling or whatever you call it. It was a wrong decision. I shouldn't have done it. Oh my god, I'm so regretting it. So I came here, started studying. After a couple of months, I said, oh my god, what the hell is this? The school was shit. The program was shit. The people were shit. If only I researched more, if only I read something, if only I first came on a open day or something to see how the system is set up, just the first impression should have been so so easy to make. You go into open day, you check about the administration, you check about how the whole thing is set up, you talk to a few people, you get an impression about the university. And if I knew that, man, oh my god, probably I'm not gonna base it on lack of communication, because back in the day, even then, you could have made the effort to research things. I'm talking 2008. I was like, what, 9 years ago? 10 years ago? 10 years ago, I'm sorry. So even 10 years ago, the internet was still a thing, dude. I could have gone online. I could have asked more about it in more details. And I could have tried to associate the place with the type of people that go there. I knew the people there, but I should have associated the type of people they are, that they like the place. If they're lazy, what I mean is, like, if they're lazy and if they just want to go around it, and just waste their time in there and just graduate something not worth it, that's the type of people that like this place, then I should never have gone there, because it speaks that the place is really lacking in terms of quality. If not quality people go there. It's a harsh word, but it is what it is. So what I'm trying to say here is, please value the choices that you do. Take the time. Choose based on absolute certainty. Make the damn research. Take the time. Definitely go and ask. Go on whatever there is. Honestly, just please go and check everything that you can. And then when you are sure and you make that choice and you follow through, then whatever happens, at least you will be certain that the choice you made was your own. It was based on the information. And the chances are you're going to like it. Whatever you do, you're going to like it, because that choice has been made based on so much information and experience and research. I'm gonna stop rambling now. I just wanted to get it off my chest. I started off by saying that I made it up to a point where I'm nearly finished with that initial choice that I did. It's nearly over, and probably later on I'm gonna talk about it. But today is a good day. I am 80% done, and I finally managed to get approval on the things that I started back in 2008. It's nearly done. I can see the goddamn end. And I feel amazing. Amazing. I'm sorry that I'm jumping all over the place. I should have structured this a bit more. But this is genuine, real talk of the things that I'm going through right now. I'm going to talk about a lot more about. I'm going to go into details into how I made the choices, where I went, and why did I have to make those choices in more detail. Probably in the coming days. I don't know, depending on how this picks up. I just want to share my experience. It's a 10-year long experience that I've gone through, and it's still not over. It's nearly there, but it's still not over. So I want to really try and help people to not be in the same situation I am. And when you're young, to not regret your younger decisions. Let's call it that way. The decisions you make when you're young. To not regret them. I'll try to help you. Please. Just research. I'm gonna stop now. Have a good day.